Class, sit down. You will not believe this. There is an object smaller than your fingernail that is worth more per ounce than gold, more strategically important than oil, and almost every country on Earth is desperate to get it. We are talking about the semiconductor chip. It is inside your phone, your car, your fridge, the hospital machine keeping your grandpa alive, and the missile guidance system that governments spend billions building. Everything runs on chips. Now, class. Think about oil for a second. For 100 years, whoever controlled the oil supply controlled the world economy. Wars were fought over it. Alliances were built on it. Countries were made rich or poor by it. Chips are doing exactly the same thing right now, except oil is buried under many countries. Chips, the most advanced ones in the world, are made in almost exactly one place, and that place is a small island you should absolutely know about. Taiwan. Specifically, a company called TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. They manufacture roughly 90% of the world's most advanced chips. 90%. Class, let that number sit with you for a moment. How did this happen? TSMC was founded in 1987 by a man named Morris Chang, who convinced the world that making chips and designing chips could be two separate businesses. That idea changed everything. Making a modern chip requires equipment so precise, it uses lasers measured in nanometers. We are talking about features smaller than a virus. The machine that prints those circuits costs $150 million each, and only one Dutch company makes them. That company is ASML. So to make the chip, you need the ASML machine. ASML needs special light sources from a company in California. The light source needs a specific type of gas from class. You see how this is going? This is called a supply chain, and it is essentially a very long, very fragile line of dominoes. When COVID hit in 2020 and factories closed, that line snapped. And suddenly, there were no chips for cars, no chips for PlayStations, no chips for anything. Car companies had to shut down entire assembly lines. Ford lost $6 billion in revenue in 1 year. General Motors lost another $1 billion. Why? Because a chip that costs $1 was missing, and without it, a $50,000 car cannot be finished. Now, every major government on Earth is panicking. The United States passed a law called the CHIPS Act in 2022, handing out $52 billion in subsidies to build chip factories on American soil, because they realized we do not actually make these ourselves. China is spending even more. They have pledged over $150 billion to build their own chip industry, because America is now blocking them from buying advanced chips at all. This is no longer just business. This is a technology Cold War, and Taiwan sits right in the middle of all this. China claims Taiwan is its territory. The United States has pledged to defend it. If anything ever disrupted chip production in Taiwan, economists estimate the global economy would lose over $1 trillion in a year. Some analysts call this the Silicon Shield, the idea that Taiwan is so critical to global chip supply that no rational actor would dare destroy it, because they would be destroying their own economy too. Class, I hope that theory holds up. Here is the uncomfortable truth your professor must give you. The world ran on oil for a century, and that dependence caused wars, pollution, and political corruption on a massive scale. We just traded one critical resource for another, and this one fits in your pocket. If Professor Spud taught you something today, subscribe, because class meets every single day. And tomorrow we are going to talk about something that will surprise you just as much. Class dismissed.